Most edits use the same effects over and over again, and after a while, everything starts looking the same. So here are 3 unique effects that actually stand out. This first effect is this VHS CRT kind of effect. First, add an adjustment layer and add S_glint. Keyframe brightness and size at the start, then open size details and increase diagonal 1 and decrease diagonal 2. Set the size to around 270 in the beginning, then at the end bring both brightness and size down to 0. After that, set the blending mode to luminosity. Now add another adjustment layer and add amino diffusion. Keyframe error aside at the start and set it to around 0.045. Then set error across to 0.974. Set color count to 6, width 1 to 17, and width 3 to 4. Then at the end of the clip, lower error aside to 0.001. Ease the keyframes and copy this graph. Once that's done, pre-comp everything and add another adjustment layer. Add CCY time and set both forward and backward steps to 2. Then add posterize time and set the frame amount to 12. Now add another adjustment layer and add uni VHS. Turn off tape damage and open color channels and keyframe the RGB offsets. Set the red blur to 45. Then later in the clip, set the red offset to -32, green to -11, and blue to -100. After that, set the blending mode to vivid light. For the final details, add another adjustment layer and add BCC LED. Set the LED size to 1, LED gap X to 0, and change the LED shape from circle to square. Then add deep glow and turn on unmold. And that's basically the effect. This next effect is more of a glitchy scanline effect. Add an adjustment layer and add BCC motion blur. Change the blur type to smear, then set blur amount to 6, smear fall off to 0, and velocity limit to 32, and mix with original to -226. Now add wave warp and set the wave width to 1800 and set the pinning to left edge. Then change the wave type to noise. After that, add invert and change the channel to lightness, then add curves and copy this graph. Now add BCC scan lines and set the size to 6.8, roll G to 100, and roll B to 35. Then add another curves effect and copy this graph. For some extra movement, add S_flicker and set amplitude to 0.3 and rand frequency to 10. Now add sharpen and set the amount to 45. Then add unsharp mask and set the amount to 12 and radius to 50. For the final details, add transform and set the scale to 114. Then add deep glow and set the radius to 2000 and aspect ratio to 1.2 and spread to 37.2. And that's basically the effect. This last effect is this halftone style the one framer effect. Add an adjustment layer and add optics compensation. Turn on reverse lens distortion and set the FOV to around 88. Now add amino squares and set squares across to 250. After that, add deep glow and turn on unmult and set the exposure to 1.25 and increase the radius. From here, it's mostly just creative freedom. What I like to do is mess with the position and blending mode. And that's 3 unique effects you can start using in your edits right now. If this video helped, make sure to like the video and subscribe and comment what you want to see next. And as always, make sure to join my Discord. The link is in the description.